17 different add-ons. 17 different add-ons. Third-party sites feed you information into an algorithm, mathematical calculations, power gains, moon cantaloupe, conduit, Torgat, player 8. The legendary with the same piece you got in the raid tonight to get a legendary. So you buy another WoW token for 200,000 gold. WoW token for gold. WoW token for gold. WoW token for gold. 17 different add-ons. 17 different add-ons. 17 different add-ons.
Did you wash your hands? Why would I wash my hands? I've got to clean it. Did you wash your hands? Wait, why would I wash my hands? You gotta clean it. You gotta clean it. You gotta clean it. I got it. What? What? It's over! It's over! Oh my god! B-A-L and the D. B-A-L. Fuck you! You wash your hands? Wait, why would I wash my hands? You gotta clean it! You gotta clean it! You gotta clean it! You gotta clean it! Oh my god! You gotta clean it! I hate these stupid fucks. What is fucking happening, man? What is fucking happening? God, I hate this fucking shit, man. Makes me so mad. Okay, let's keep going. B-A-L and the D. B-A-L. Fuck you! You wash your hands? Wait, why would I wash my hands? You gotta clean it! You gotta clean it! You gotta clean it!
Don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna get fucked. Traveling mountains, it's edible stuff. Heroin, ketamine, jelly bean puff. Shove it in my brain, get it all mixed up. Like wow, I'm a troubled soul. I'm living in a studio flat that's covered in moles. Come outside just to shout to strangers, then I crawl in a hole like an ugly mole.
I love drugs and sketchy pills, and my favourite ones are the ones that kill quickly. When I go when my loved ones miss me, well the answer's no. Chuck my corpse in a big main road, turn my head to a powdered skull. Let rain pour, turn that to mulch, and that's the last scene of the Patrick show.
I sniff glue gun paste and my face is plastic. Having a gangbang to Jackson 5. Right, I'm a ratchet guy. Lost my wife for a black goodbye. No, don't talk to me unless it's an emergency. I gotta go, I gotta take a number 3. That's a piss and a shit and a wank in a tree.
I said, hello there, can I fill your hole? She took one look and she told me no. I got a wife at home and she hates me. I sleep outside cause she makes me. Big bowl of the cocaine, that's me breakfast. I tried crack once, I just wanted to test it and I'm hooked now. I could marry my pipe, my wife wouldn't care, she just wants me to die. It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man? It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man?
I said a hip, a hop, a hip, a dip. my dick in the salsa dip on a Taco Tuesday. Get a spat on your boob blades. Yes? Feel free to say no. Bald, mean and full of beans. I got a Yamaha keyboard drum machine. Metallic a patch on me dungarees. I said, girl, can I get your number, please?
Hang myself in the neighbour's garden. When he comes back, that's a nice surprise. Let the darkness just take your soul. Listen up, child, close your eyes. Just pull it out, don't cut me hair. Take my face, stub a cig right there. I'm a dirty, wretched man. Call me granddad, cause I fucked your nan.
What's the worth? Fuck the universe till it hurts. I'm not used to these kinds of mental health issues. I just want to live in a church and find peace upon me brain. Jesus, please just stop me pain. I know you think that this is a game, but it's not. Now watch me walk away.
I'm a love machine, I don't know when to stop. I got a mouse up here that can make me cock. Pink and red with a mighty blues. In the club two-stepping with my black school shoes. Lunch and meat in my boot-cut jeans. Chuck it on bread with a bit of numb cheese. Taste it, would you like your bite? Give the clap to your wife and a wave goodnight. It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man? It's party time, get your drugs out. If you wanna make love, get your muffs out. It's party time, get your drugs out. Do you wanna make love to a sad old man? Do you wanna make love to a sad old man?
I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like sizing up? I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast, and I'll tell them, well, I killed a cow out back, baby. You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. That's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first.
I will eat your
Get
ass.
my hands around your throat.
Oh fuck. Wrong one.
Leftist ass like
Sorry chat, I fucked up. How's everyone doing? I have been unable to upload this week and it's been a tragedy because YouTube will fuck me for it. Let me make sure this isn't too loud. I should be alright. How's it going, Jacob? I like your comic collection, by the way. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna get punished for not uploading for a fucking week. It's been a bit of a hectic week and I haven't had a chance to actually edit or do voice lines or anything. It's annoying when you can't do it, but hey ho, there we go. Plus I've been playing a lot of video games. Last week I didn't stream because I was playing Lords of the Fallen, which I'm really enjoying. It's just, it's got its problems, but I'm enjoying it. And I got Resident Evil 4 Remake cheap. And I've actually been, and I got the DLC as well. I've been enjoying that. I didn't like the original Resident Evil 4 that much. I think it's because of the way it controlled, but the remake is really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, Japan hates Xbox. Yeah, I saw Alex's video on it. The guy is a fucking asshole. The guy is just super cringe. Mind you, all console fanboys are cringe. You've been playing for what? You've been playing with yourself or for a myself? Oh, Forza. Okay. Okay. That sounded a bit sus for a second. Forza. I haven't picked Forza up. I might get Game Pass around Christmas time that way, and I might just download Forza there. Let's see what happens. I haven't got massive hopes for it. Same as Spider-Man. I didn't bother getting Spider-Man because it's just more Spider-Man. I don't think it's worth full price. I'm just gonna wait for the PC port on that one. Is it funny how Xbox release a buggy, glitchy game apart from when Sony? Yeah, okay, the media bias. Yeah, I've seen that all over Twitter. Everybody, well, not everybody, most Xbox fanboys have been showing bugs and glitches. To be fair, it does look like they're going out of their way to find them. It really does look like they're going out of their way to find them, but it doesn't say that, you know, Sony are usually like polished quality, and you know, all the fanboys say. But, you know, people are finding them bugs, and it's fucking hilarious. To be fair, I never found any bugs in the previous 2 Spider-Man games, but this one, I don't know. They might have rushed it. I might have overlooked some glaring issues. Yeah, I played the remastered. Well, I played a bit of it. I downloaded it off a friend's Steam library. Yeah, my voice is still fucked up. I downloaded it off a friend's Steam library just so I can try see how it ran, and that I had my 2070 Super at the time. So I ran it natively on ultra settings on 1440p just to see how it was. And I was getting about 80 to 90 FPS. And stuck on DLSS, it was just, I'm sure, I can't remember properly, it was well over 100 FPS at that point. Somewhere between 100 and 130, depending on quality or performance. But all these ponies keep telling me, like, the PlayStation's more powerful than a 2070, or it's the equivalent to, oh, fuck off, they don't understand hardware. Until you see it on both ends, you'll never understand it. I tell you what, the character models in this new one don't look next gen in quotation marks. They really don't look like anything amazing. I've seen better character models. I'm guessing in the cutscenes they look better, but in the overworld they don't look like amazing. If you want to look at amazing character models, I'd go and play The Plague's Tale Requiem. That game has absolutely gorgeous graphics. It's good when playing 4K and crashes after every... Oh! Only when you're playing 4K? That's weird. I don't have a 4K panel, so I never play in 4K. I should really, but I think 1440p looks good enough. I mean, I don't think I'm going to see much difference between them. I might do, I might be inhaling copium myself there, or hopium, sorry, whatever. But I don't think I'm going to see a huge difference between 1440 and 4K. Don't get me wrong, my 4080 can do it, but I would rather get that slightly increased amount of FPS and have everything on ultra settings, rather than having lower FPS just for 4K for a slightly better resolution. That's my... To be fair, if I got a 4K screen, I'm probably going to be there going, fucking been missing out on all this, but, you know. I have seen the bugs on Spider-Man 2, and none of the PlayStation fanboys have been fucking talking about it. No one said anything about the bugs. I've seen a lot of clips, even some from people that are not Xbox fanboys, so this says a lot about the game. But nevertheless, I'm only streaming until about 9 o'clock, or 9 o'clock UK time, because As on daily has got Jez Gordon and Fritanga on, and that is going to be hilarious. So I'm going to watch that myself, and I'm guessing you guys are going to jump over there and watch that as well, because it's going to be fucking funny. Because I know Frit is not a massive fan of Jez Gordon. So pleased that Alan Wake is not streaming. See. Yeah, I know. I'm a bit peed off. I never played Alan Wake 1. I played Control, and I know that's part of the story. I would like to play Alan Wake 1, even though I know it's going to be a shit game. Like, gameplay-wise, it's not going to be good. But only having it on Epic Games Store on PC, that's an L. That's a massive L. But the requirements are pretty decent on it, though. It's not, like, horrendous requirements. I did see they didn't show the Intel CPUs, they just showed the AMD CPUs and said Intel equivalent underneath it. I was like, a bit of an explanation would be handy. I'd like to know if, like, my CPU is good enough. I know mine is, but, you know, the people that are running, like, 8700s and stuff like that, they'd like to know if it's going to run the game alright. Good than a 1660 Super. Is that Spider-Man? Yeah. Spider-Man, do you know what? Nixies makes amazing ports. Fuck. Peter's face is better. I reckon this Peter Parker's a good one. The last... Oh, it's not the last two, but, you know, the first one and the remastered one were a bit... it's weird. If Japan hates Xbox was right, why Square Enix, Microsoft be... Oh, yeah. All the... I think all the Final Fantasy VII remakes are on contract for PlayStation. Till whatever time, I don't know. But all future Final Fantasy games will probably be day one on Xbox. I hope they are anyway. It's shit that they're not. And they're not on PC neither. They're just locked to fucking PlayStation. It's bullshit. Spider-Man 2 forces ray tracing. Doesn't that hurt the performance though? I've seen no complaints about the performance, to be fair. How's it going, Rambling? Alan Wake 2 is going to be the biggest mess this year. Probably. It's going to hurt their sales, because I've bought games on Epic Games Store before and just regretted it. I had Sifu. Was the only one. I want to play it day one, but I sort of regret it. I wish I'd have got it on Steam. How's it going, Des? Skull Island, Rise of Kong. I've watched gameplay. That is fucking hilarious. If it was cheap, I'd buy it and I'd fucking stream it for you guys just for a laugh, because it'd be fucking hilarious. Mate gifted you Alexander Road Truck. Oh, Alaska Road Truck. Yeah. Is that buggy? Oh, good. I seen the Ice Road Truckers one. It was for you. Was that an update for Euro Truck Simulator? I'm quite interested in that. You played it as bad. Oh. I want to play it just because I love like horrible. It's like horrible movies is the same. If they're fun bad, it's okay. But if they're just bad, then well, fuck it. I've seen that JPEG cutscene where the fucking dinosaurs literally just shows the same scene again, but in a JPEG. It's fucking hilarious. That Rise of Kong actually is a game that beats Gollum for worst game of the year. Fuck. Soon we're gonna have to start going on Game of the Year predictions, and for fucking some reason, because of media bias, I think Spider-Man's gonna get it. Or Spider-Man's gonna get a lot of nominations and win a lot of awards. I don't know if he'll get Game of the Year. I still reckon that might be Baldur's Gate 3. But it's something we can start talking about soon. It's only like 6 weeks away, something like that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've never watched JoJo. I don't know. Talking about Switch. I want to play fucking Mario Wonder so much. It looks really good. Mario Wonder looks fun as hell. That's got a good score on Metacritic, even when it matters or not, but no one said a single bad thing about that game. Right, who have we got? No, not you. We got this clown crying about PC ports. This one popped up on my feed the other day and I was like, oh, what's he going on about? He is just scared of PC ports coming day and date because there has been reports on Twitter, and I forgot who the hell it was that posted it, but this guy, I think it's some PC centric Twitter guy, and he posts something at PlayStation and rethinking their PC strategy. He just finished it. Jesus Christ, the game's just come out. How's it going, Garcia? Mario Wonder's amazing. I'm playing it with family. Oh, no. Yeah, it's co-op as well, isn't it? Oh, dude, I want to play that game now. It's 50 quid. I hate the Game Awards, but I love it for the wrong reasons. Because it's like super cringe. I mean super cringe. Let's turn this music down just slightly. I do like that music. The Game Awards is like, you only watch it for the cringe, and it is worth it, and it provides so much soul. I know if Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 16, Forspoken has no fucking chance. Hogwarts Legacy would have a chance if it wasn't for the controversy. But I know if like Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2 don't win the Game of the Year, Pony's gonna be big mad. Let's do this. So let's hear what Reforged. Do you know what? I can't do what he does. He writes a monologue, then reads it, goes live, and that's his fucking video. I couldn't do that. The Yoshis don't. I come from a generation where Super Mario World was my first ever, my own personal game. I loved Yoshi. Let's see how Returd Gaming has to say.
Is PlayStation blurring the line with their PC ports and a push for a stronger presence on the PC platform? I'm going to look at something from xfire.com in a moment where the website True Trophies has found something that looks like maybe PlayStation is gearing up for some type of an account synchronization setting, maybe for trophies of games that you have played on Steam. But
well, that'd be cool, actually. If you had if you can link your PlayStation account, because at the moment, if you play a PlayStation game on PC, it wants you to link to an Epic account for some reason, not directly to your PSN account. Now, I think it'd be really cool if I was playing Returnal. I think when I was playing Returnal, I have to link to an Epic account. But if my trophies were shared between accounts, I think that would be pretty cool. Plus, if you own a game on one system, I think you should get a discount on another system. I'm a big fan of that one. At least just half price, so you're not double dipping on a massive cost. But even though I got Returnal dead cheap on CD keys, There's only 5 worlds, about I can't see that. 6 hours long. Yeah. That's the thing though, it's 6 hours of pure fun probably. Not like Lords of the Fallen. I'm like, how long have I done in that now? 24 hours in Lords of the Fallen and I'm lost. Yeah. That game is it's just got that's a game I could talk a lot about. Because it's between this year, between the Souls-likes, it's between that and Liza P. Liza P knocked out of the park. But Lords of the Fallen, I'm enjoying it, but it has issues. A lot of performance issues as well. Unless you're playing it on a super rig, you're not going to have fun.
But there's a variety of ways this could play out. One of those would be PlayStation puts like a launcher on PC, which I would not be in support of. I think it's far better to just lean into having a storefront on Steam, but maybe...
At least we could agree on that one. PlayStation making another launcher would be just a bad idea, and I hope they speak to like the community to get their feedback on that one. Having a fucking PlayStation launcher would be just awful. But it's a game you can keep going back to. I suppose it is, especially if it's co-op as well. Like, you and your friends can just play it and have fun, like, loads. Even though I don't like paying for Nintendo Online. I cancelled my sub. It's such a rip-off just to play games online. It's bullshit. Can you play it like, I know, I suppose you can't play couch co-op with Nintendo. Yeah, you could. You can with 2 controllers. Can you do more than 2 controllers on a Switch? I don't know much about the Switch, even though I've got one. I might pick it up though. If it's only like 6 hours, but I just got such a backlog of games at the moment, I've got to finish. Alright, how many controllers can you connect to the Switch altogether? I know you can split the Joy-Cons and have them as separate controllers. There's rumours going around that Xbox is about to acquire global rights to all Paramount's IPs. Oh. Oh. Oh, so you can have actually like 4 controllers. 4 proper controllers and 4 like split Joy-Cons. I'd love to play Mario Wonder online. That'd be fucking fun. Oh no wait, 4 controllers. Sick.
Maybe synchronizing those trophies so that any game...
Hang on, is that Paramount Pictures that Xbox want to acquire? Paramount do gaming? I don't know. Oh, I'm a bit lost there. Paramount. All Paramount's IPs. Have Paramount got like a gaming side to them? Oh, I'm lost in thought there. 4-player co-op in Mario Wonder. Wow, that's cool. Well, no, they don't. No, so it'd be Paramount Pictures then. Mario is the real go. Yeah, I love Mario. Do you know what? I played Mario Odyssey and that was such a good film. Film? Fuck, I just read Baron Grod's as I said that, I was reading Baron Grod's fucking thing. Yeah, no, I played like all the Mario games. I think the only one I didn't like was Sunshine. It's not that I didn't like it, I just found it a bit clunky compared to the other ones. But like Super Mario 1, I even played the Lost Worlds, and that Dark Souls ain't got shit on the Lost Worlds. That thing is super solid. Weird how Nintendo's skills, they won't be for long. It will come soon because Nintendo are going to have to embrace the future. But it depends. They need to bring out a new console, Nintendo. They just need to make a more powerful console. And I would love a Switch. I'll be honest, I would love a Switch too. I was actually looking at the ROG Allies the other day. So I've seen people playing like Armored Core 6 on it and shit. I was like, I like that, but I don't like the price. Yeah, it's a bit pricey. But to be fair, if you bought an iPhone fucking 15, it'll cost you double what an ROG Ally cost you.
that you play, you could sync it up with your PlayStation account and then get credit for anything that you might be doing in the game on Steam. I know that bringing games to PC is a cause for debate amongst sometimes the most loyal players.
Loyal players like him, he doesn't like the fact that it's not that he doesn't like the fact that the games come to PC, but he would like to keep the spacing as far apart as possible. And he has fucking demonstrated that time and time again. There's a rumor the Samsung and Nintendo are doing. Oh, I don't know why you deleted that, but Nintendo don't need to do anything different for kids. No, I'd love to see them get a Switch 2 or something, a much more powerful Switch. Like, keep the same formula because shit, it works. Yeah, it really works. I don't utilize my Switch enough. I just prefer playing on PC all the time. I'm a bit weird like that, but when I do, like, you know, Metroid Dread, I think that was amazing. Mario Odyssey, that was fucking amazing. Even Luigi's Mansion 3, that's fun. That is fun as hell. I'm looking to acquire my Xbox. Xbox looking to do something with similar to what Sony. Oh, that makes sense. But I'm trying to think what. There's a Paramount. I got a lot of movies. That'd be a hell of an acquisition. That. But they've got looking Activision Blizzard now, and I missed out last week on making a video. I had fucking JTech lined up to be blasted for a video last week, but I just missed it, and I was like, fuck. I couldn't get it. I'd even recorded the clips and everything. I just couldn't get my voice lines done. Samsung Nintendo are doing... Oh. VR system. That'd be cool as well. Mario in VR won't work though. One of the things best... You've got an ROG Ally. Ah. You're in the UK, you Des. 700 quid for an ROG Ally. I was like, eesh. It does look cool. Like, Steam Deck look cool, but I know that ROG Ally is like more powerful than a Steam Deck. 700 quid. But like I said, you get an iPhone 15 for fucking, for what? More than double the price of it. So if you like mobile gaming, definitely worth it. Or gaming on the go even. It's 100% worth it. I just got a bad feeling I'd buy one and it would just fucking collect dust. I said that a lot. My Nintendo Switch collects dust until there's a good game on it. But Nintendo fanboys are mad when you suggest Nintendo should pick games on PC. I know, I don't get it, you know, I don't get why they get pissed off about that. It's the same with ponies. I was like, yeah, games are good on PCs. What the fuck's it to you? How does it affect you? That someone else gets you play your game? I don't understand. It affects this one if it comes out day and date. What gets me is they're worried, like, oh, they have to do it for more than one console. And I will say time and time again, I played Resident Evil 4 Remake, graphics on max with ray tracing on. That is an amazing PC port. Liza P was on all consoles, amazing PC port. Fucking Street Fighter 6. Shit, some companies can do it and some can't. Some just shit themselves at the fact that they have to make a game for more than one system. I don't get it. There are companies out there that just... I know, like Lords of the Fallen had problems with putting it on Xbox, but I think it was the Series S they had problems with, which I can imagine they had problems with, actually, because that game is who's got issues there. He ran like shit on PlayStation. Great for playing on the bog. Oh, I lost that privilege. I got a colostomy bag, so I'm in there for 2 seconds and I'm out. I'm gone. Because before I used to just scroll through Twitter, Facebook, everything. About half an hour. Now it's just I'm in and I'm out.
PlayStation fans, they don't think the games should land on PC. There's ongoing debates about when that should happen. I've continued to say
Craig.
About a year.
How's it going, Craig? You okay, lad?
After a big first-party title comes out, you should put it on PS Plus. That then sort of gets your big window of sales, and then around 18 months, you could move it to PC. So in my mind, the sweet spot is somewhere between 18 to 24 months. Now, I've had people disagree and say no.
Why is the sweet spot 18 to 20 months? Why isn't the sweet spot fucking day one? Because then people don't have to go out and buy a fucking 500 quid box, a £500 box, if they really want to play a game. Which, to be honest... It's like I said, Spider-Man. It just doesn't, for some reason, it isn't appealing to me on the full price. And I've heard the game is pretty short. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doubting it's like a decent game or anything like that. But you know, when you're paying fucking 70 quid for a game, and it's only like 10 hours long, that doesn't appeal to me. Yeah. And when you've got a world that's... I like to get lost in a world. I like to explore and absolutely not know where the hell I am or where I need to go. So, you know, even linear games can make you feel that way sometimes. 2 hours of a crap. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, just playing a game... Tell your missus or whoever you live with, I'll be out of the toilet in a minute. Fucking 2 hours later, you can't fucking feel your legs with pins and needles. Star Trek, The Godfather, Mission Impossible. Oh, do you know what? I started watching the new Mission Impossible the other day, and do you know what? It's actually really good. The only reason I stopped watching it is because I ran out of time. But I watched the first like 40 minutes. Really good so far, and I'm gonna get back into it. welfare pass. Yeah. Hey, fuck it, I'll take it. If I can play games cheaper, I am happy. That's why I buy a lot of my games on CD keys. Didn't get anything cheaper. You're paying Insomniac makes Wolverine 5'3". That would actually be quite funny. Insomniac are still carrying PlayStation at the moment though. They must be tired. They must be fucking knackered from doing all that work. She thought I was going out. Ah, that's fucking brilliant. Oh. But your car's still there and that, and she still thought you'd gone out. Take the dog for a walk or something. And not you playing your fucking ROGLA having a shit. Brilliant. Just imagine what Xbox could do with oh fucking hell, yeah. That's pretty cool though. Well, it's not Xbox, it's Microsoft, but it's pretty cool though. That's a lot of movies as well. It would be cool if you can get a tier of game, so if you could get Game Pass for, how much is it? $10? I know on PC it's like £7.99 a month. I think it's 10 or $10.99 a month on Xbox because you get more games. It'd be cool if they did like a Game Pass Ultimate plus movies subscription for like £20 a month, for instance, and you get games and movies. That would actually be really cool. I wouldn't mind that because you know you can cancel it or readjust your subscription depending what you want. So I think I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know why Sony hasn't done it with their with PlayStation Plus. Like, if you're paying that top tier price, at least add some movies or something to it. It'd be fucking worth it. Wolverine is 5'3" in the comics. Is he? Mind you, yeah, he's always depicted as a short guy. Yeah. Or is that just because he's hunched over all the time? Ultimate is $16.99. Is that on the Xbox? Yeah, I'm guessing that's on the Xbox. I know it's cheaper on PC. El Unico Coco, probably butchered that. I'm willing to pay more money for more games, not movies. Yeah, well, that's fair enough as well. I'd say the same. But it would be cool if, you know, if they had the movie deal that you could get, you know, movies in the same service. I think that'd be pretty sick. It would just make the service a little bit more attractive. I don't know why Sony haven't put all their movies on the PlayStation Plus. I think that would be really cool. Fire up your PlayStation, watch a movie. Ultimate is console on PC. Ah, yeah, it is. Oh, multiple systems in it.
No, games should not be coming to PC that quickly. It really hurts the demand of sales of the PS5. I don't think that's the case. I think that's far too long for the average consumer to say, well, I'll wait. You're also anticipating people saying, well, since they're going to push it on PC, I'll wait and then also buy a very expensive PC that can output the same graphical performance. You'd have...
That doesn't take much of a PC. This guy thinks you need to spend a silly amount of money on a PC to play these games. Or get something near the same quality. You really don't, yeah. There seems to be under this delusion that PlayStation has native 4K. I will guarantee you. Even I think Digital Foundry have proved it. It's like there's hardly any games that push native 4K, even in the quality mode. And to get a PC to play 4K, you don't need. Okay, you're not gonna get a fucking amazing FPS, but if you were targeting 30-40 FPS and 4K, I reckon you could do it with a 1070 on like medium settings, which is what the consoles are on. It's medium settings. I'd love to have the money to test that. I'd love to, like, I think I'd just buy loads of old PC parts and just test these games. I'd fucking love to do it. I'm so jealous of people like J2 Sensor. I just get to fuck around with PCs all the time. You think Sony have added their films? Oh, you know what? That is pretty cool if they have. How's it going, Steve? They'll bundle Paramount Plus with Game Pass, maybe. It would be really cool if they did. Okay, you might have to pay a little bit more, but I think they'd be really cool, though. Also, they did add movies to PlayStation Plus. That's pretty cool. I still think it's a bit overpriced how much you're paying per year, but look how much Netflix costs these days, especially if you want the 4K package. Fuck. I'm sure Netflix is now like 12, 13 pound a month. So it's about $15 a month. It's fucking silly. Spend 2K on your PC, you can run games at 4K 60. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you get 60 FPS at 4K, and it depends on the game as well. There are some games that are just not going to play nice, but there's also other games that are just going to run, you know, but like I said, Resident Evil 4 Remake, that will run 4K on pretty weak systems. And it looks good, really good looking. Reforged Gaming's only 2 foot with a 6'4" forehead. That's a hell of a forehead. I can't say much because eczema's fucking up my hair at the moment. I can't take the piss out of bald people at the moment because my hair's getting a bit patchy with this eczema. I think I'm gonna have a hat stuck to my head for the rest of my fucking life. Hopefully it grows back. I'm trying to treat it with all sorts of shampoos and shit at the moment. I fucking hate it. It comes out in big chunks. Horrible. The movie strips on the service. Ooh, you're bald. Well, it doesn't matter if you're bald. It's just that I've had a fucking really good hairline since like birth, and all of a sudden this eczema was to fuck me over. I'm like, ugh. And I look like a eunuch bald. You know what a eunuch is, right? All I need is like earrings, and I'd fit it, I think.
Have to bare minimum probably spend up around $1,000 to get a rig strong enough.
Whoa. So you spend $1,000 on a rig, okay? Now get this. You reckon it's $1,000 on a rig. Now you can plug that rig into your any TV you want. Yeah, you can get the cheapest ass mouse and keyboard you want, and it will do what you need to. Okay, you can buy a fucking any controller you want, plug it in there, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on peripherals. But if you want to get a good monitor or a good TV, you are spending another good chunk of money. So if you're buying a PS5 or an Xbox and you want to see pretty graphics, what do you want? You want a decent TV. Now I don't know about America, but to get a pretty decent TV in the UK, you're gonna be spending about £500. Yeah, £600, and you'll get yourself a decent-ish TV. You'll get an OLED or a fucking QLED or whatever the new bells and whistles is. So you gotta think, if you don't have one of them, but you want one, so you're buying PlayStation, $500. TV, another $500, and there's your £1,000 gone. Don't get me wrong, if you want a decent monitor, for fucking both my monitors are £400 each, but you don't have to spend that money. But these PlayStation fanboys are like, oh, I'm playing on my QLED, fucking this, that, and the other TV, which most of them I see playing, I've got like $1,000, yeah, close to $1,000, £1,000 TVs. That's a hefty price to pay for just to see sort of pretty graphics, especially if you're on 120 hertz TV as well. Woo, they're not cheap. I still think it's funny how ponies hate saving money. I know, that's a weird narrative. I hate it when they call people like broke just because you don't want to pay like a lot of money for games. What the fuck? So people got other priorities. Yeah, I'd rather put fuel in my car. You know what I mean? I'd rather pay my bills. I can pay for my car. That's another one. His hairline starts back. Whoa. The hairline starts to the back of his head. Fucking hell.
Enough to replicate or duplicate the types of performances that we're seeing in games like Spider-Man 2. Whenever that comes to PC, if you want it to look that good and have all the ray tracing turned on, you would like to have to...
What ray tracing is turned on the PlayStation? Could someone enlighten me what kind of ray tracing we're getting on Spider-Man 2? Because I bet you it's either shadows or very minimal lighting. That is it. And ray tracing shadows, you do not notice that shit, yeah. You really don't, yeah. You could just go on the minimal settings. No, sorry, you can go on any settings you want on ray trace shadows. You'd barely notice any difference. Well, I haven't anyway.
Invest in a fairly expensive rig comparatively to like a $400 digital PS5. And so I don't think there's a danger of bringing games to PC too early if it's around the 18-month to the 24-month mark. But I also don't...
That's bullshit. Just do them day one. It won't hurt console sales. It won't hurt PlayStation sales because the console market's already saturated. People that have a PlayStation are going to buy the games because most people don't have more than one system. Huge gamers have more than one system, or people like us, I have more than one system, but most people only have the one system. So it will not hurt the console sales or the sales for PlayStation's games at all. I was going Devastator. I see the car moon walk up a building. What the fuck? The I see apparently you can't turn it off. I don't know what you're going on about there. Just got into the Harry Potter Quidditch bit. Is that a Quidditch game? Sick. I'd actually want to play that. I actually want to play Hogwarts Legacy, but I'll get it when it's like dirt cheap. It's not a game I'm massively over like thinking about, but I will play it at some point. Game Pass has been a godsend for me because I can play a ton of games at affordable. Yeah, it was the same. Yeah, and especially for kids, so you say 9-year-old nephew. Game Pass is a fucking blessing for a lot of people, especially people that can't fork out. Fucking, I get the struggle, especially for younger people that are like. I was never in university, but I was a massive pisshead when I was like 18, 19. I used to love going out to the clubs, pubs, all that, and I just pissed all my money up the wall. So when a new game came out, that was the last thing on my mind. I was buying new albums, because CDs were still a thing back then. I was buying new albums and spending all my money on beer. In Spider-Man. So, you seen a car moon walk up a building? Really? What the fuck? Ray tracing kills my FPS in a 4090, but do you know what? It's not bad. It depends. Like I said, depends what you're playing. Most games I'm starting to turn ray tracing on a lot of games. I'm playing with Cyberpunk, not path tracing, but ray tracing. I've turned it on, all of it, and it's on quite high quality. I think I've got DLSS on quality. I'm not too sure. I'm getting about 90 FPS. In that I've made sure I haven't killed like the resolution too much, but I sorted it's good looking, and like a Resident Evil 4 remake turned ray tracing on. Returnal got ray tracing on. That Returnal's really good. That's optimized really well for ray tracing on PC. I don't know if you've got it, but look, my 4080 seems to handle it really well, to be fair. If it kills FPS way too much, like if it dips below 60, I'm like, nope. Marwaz, how's it going? Ray tracing on consoles is worse than on PC. Oh yeah, I know that. I know that for a fact. Fuck, I've got a PS5 collecting dust. It's only make more oh yeah, it's only to make a lot more money. Because after like 2 years, when the game's been out, the hype's died down. You want to sell that game when the hype is massive, when all the marketing's massive for it. Because they don't market games for PC that much. They make a Twitter post, a state of play, and that's it. And it's up to Steam then to put it on the front page. They don't market. If it said PlayStation PC on every advert, and it said Steam, Epic Games Store, whatever, it would have a huge push for them games on PC, and they would sell a hell of a lot more. But people now just go, well, I've waited fucking 2 years for the game, I might as well wait for a sale. That's what a lot of people do. You know, a Switch Lite, Series X and PC. I never thought of a Switch Lite. I got a proper Switch. But a guy in work had one. It's pretty cool. In Spider-Man, I saw a car at the side of a building backwards. I said, oh no. Oh, dude. Devastating. If you've got a screenshot of that here, stick it. Go in my channel in the About section. My Discord's in there. Join the Discord server. Or anyone else, yeah? Just join the Discord server. Post screenshots of shit like that in my Discord server. I'd love to see that. It's funny. Especially if there's a video of it. That's even funnier. You only care about the Spider-Man comics. I'm not a massive comic guy, but like I was telling you earlier, Jacob, I want to read Moist Critical's comics, that God Slap one. Path tracing is the future. I tried path tracing. Oh, my PC got a little bit warm, yeah. Got a little bit warm. You get a Metal Gear Solid collection? No, I've got them all on emulators. Got every single one in emulators. The only one I can't run at 60 FPS is Metal Gear Solid 1. Because it's like, it's locked for some reason. But at the moment, I'm going through all the Resident Evil games, all the good Resident Evil games. And if I feel like it, I might play 5 and 6 just for the fun of it. Because I think after 4 is when they fell off. I didn't like the original Resident Evil 4. But after then, the games fell off. They just turned into action games. Yeah, DLSS 3 for over 100 FPS. Oh yeah. DLSS 3 is what? All 3.5 we got now. Yeah, Devastated, I agree with you. All games have been all platforms. Even Nintendo games. The Nintendrones can fucking cope about it. But it'll be hilarious. The day Nintendo starts putting their shit on PC will be... I'll be watching Ham and Smith for like a month. Sadly, no screenshot. Ah, no. No, I'd love to see that. AMD Fluid? What the hell's that? Not tried AMD Fluid. I have no idea what you're going on about.
I don't think there's a need for PlayStation to do anything with their own launcher. I think that generally sort of muddies the waters, makes things cloudy. It's one of the reasons that people are more critical of their Xbox games whenever they come to PC. If you go to the Xbox store and look at reviews, a lot of them complain about how well the game runs, but then you go to Steam and it's not necessarily as extreme. Sometimes it's literally the Xbox store causing issues. I myself would go to use it with Game Pass Ultimate and install a game on my PC. It was easier to play with a friend of mine, and it was always a headache. It never felt like it ran all that well. I think leaning into an
I don't know about that. Every game I've played on PC Game Pass runs perfectly fine. I've heard this before. I don't like the Xbox app. I think it's fucking tragic, but every Xbox game runs fine on PC Game Pass. I don't know why. I think even you can play with your friends over on Steam as well. You just, because you have to connect to your Microsoft account to play. So you can still, like, show me my friend, one of them played Sea of Thieves with me. I bought it on the Xbox app. And he bought it on Steam. I don't know why I bought it on the fucking Xbox app, but I did. Oh no, it was the first game I tried buying on there, but yeah, then no problems, and you can connect to people playing on Steam. So what the fuck is rambling about? I don't know. Oh yeah, Devastated. I've seen people posting fucking random shit on Spider-Man. I think it's funny that you can ride a bike through people, and they don't even react. I was like, what the fuck? That's shit. Older games, old Grand Theft Autos, sorted that out years ago. AMD Fluid Motion is not perfect, but it's just... Oh! Oh, cool. That's a new thing. How's it going, Terra? You've been sub to GP, Game Pass's PC since they won't launch. Never the bad. No, it's the same here. I've played quite a few games on PC Game Pass. Never had any problems. I think once I had a problem because I was using, for the longest time, I was using a PS4 controller before I got a PS5. And then I decided to buy an Xbox controller. That fixed a lot of issues. Some games will not run with a PS5 controller. And so on Steam, I found a way now to get PlayStation icons on the screen, because some games I prefer playing with a PlayStation controller. So it annoys me. It's a little thing that just annoys me. if I'm playing with a PlayStation controller, I'd like to have the PS icons on screen. So if you disable Steam input in the game's settings, you'll get the PlayStation icons turn up. Not on every game, but it works on quite a few. Creed Warrior, how's it going? Remember Reforge can't even update drives. Oh, fucking hell, yeah. There's a graphics driver today. Anyone getting Alan Wake 2? There's a graphics driver for that today. On Nvidia, anyway.
Existing ecosystem with Steam and existing storefront. People already have their games, they already have their collections, and they don't want to go somewhere else. It feels like it would be pretty much wasted effort in R&D and spending to launch their own storefront. But this is why people are thinking that that might be a reality. According to xfire.com, True Trophies, a website dedicated to tracking PlayStation trophies, has been at the forefront of this discovery. The site's scanners recently identified a mysterious new platform, the PSPC, accompanying a new trophy list, the Trophy Set. This isn't directly attached to any known game, but it is believed to be indicative of a fresh platform distinct from the PS5, or at least somewhat related to it, reminiscent of how trophies were once shared across PS4, PS Vita, and PS3. Despite their distinct platforms. The specific nature of this tag is still under debate. It could stand for either PlayStation PC or PlayStation Studios PC, or either of the two. So this is why people are thinking that they might be potentially launching their own launcher. And
oh god, I hope not. I really hope they don't fucking launch their own launcher. Starfield's most... Oh yeah, I saw that. Starfield's done really well on sales on PC. And on Xbox on sales, even though I've only played like 15 hours of Starfield. I had so many games to play, but I thought Starfield's just going to be a slow burn for me. And I would easily admit that the main story isn't that fun, but the side quests are. Like the side stories you can go and do are fun. The main story seems to just be the same shit over and over, but the side quests seem to be quite fun. Amazing. Oh, I saw that. I saw the Lucas video. That was on Fritz's video today. That's why I haven't bothered covering it. This is just something I seen the other day, and it made me laugh. Space fights are fun. Yeah, space fights are fucking hard. My ship was still shit. I need to go. I need to get back. I'll get back to it soon. But when there's a Souls-like out there, I'm playing that Souls-like to death. I've nearly got the true ending on Armored Core 6 as well. It's just the last fight is... Ooh, the last fight is tough. I won't spoil what it is if any of you guys are playing Armored Core 6, but fuck. The actual true ending of it, the last boss is a bitch.
And again, I don't see that. I don't see that as being a good choice. I actually think it's more likely that the other clue we have in Spider-Man is what the most likely outcome is, and they talk about that here. They say strengthening this theory was the integration of PSN support for the PC port of Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered when it released in 2022. Although this game didn't encompass trophy support, it did incentivize players to link their Steam and PSN accounts in return for in-game rewards. I remember...
Oh, I don't mind that, linking your accounts. I forgot I had a coffee here. It's gone a bit cold now. But I like that you link your accounts and you just get rewards. I think that's pretty cool. I think I got it with Returnal. I got extra outfits and shit like that. Hey, stuff like that's pretty cool. I don't mind that. I don't want them to do a fucking launcher. That's just gonna be annoying. The main story does have unique missions. Oh, does it? It just seems like the first 4, you know, when you get your powers in Starfield, and when you're just going through there, it just seemed to be go to planet, go in the thing, get your power, come out of planet. But, you know, the Starborn, I did see one of their ships, and I thought, oh, hang on, let's go steal that. So I killed them all, and it wouldn't let me steal the ship. I was like, bitch, I wanted to rob the ship because it looked cool as fuck. Oh, yeah, the Starfield mods are gonna probably fix a lot of issues with that game. I mean, I know the ponies complained about it, but the amount of loading screens you have to go through, they're really quick. I can imagine if you're on a slower SSD with those loading screens, it's going to be painful. They're like a second on a Gen 4 NVMe, but fuck, it is like, come on. And I remember it in fucking Skyrim as well. Like, you go into the villages in Skyrim and you needed to go to a loading screen. I was like, why? Oh god, my voice is still breaking up. Oh yeah, Lords of the Fallen. Now they left Starfield. 170 hours, shit! Fucking hell. Lords of the Fallen, Terra, you gotta like agree with me. Lords of the Fallen in Umbral World is just terrifying. It is such a scary mechanic. It is a good game, but just with glaring issues. But fucking Umbral is so scary. You just like, once you're in there, you're okay for like 2, maybe 3 minutes. After like 3 minutes, you're like, I want to get my ass out of here. Yeah? You just get attacked by everything. Oh yeah, having access to like modding shit into planets would be cool. I don't know how it'll work though, because they are like, I don't know how it'll work with the procedural generated ones. I don't know how maybe modders can do stuff with that. It'd be quite cool to see what they can actually do. Manage to steal, yeah. Well, I think you've got to have a certain thing to be able to steal the Starborn Guardian ships. It says I can't enter now. It said. So I don't know if I have to have more powers or not. Destroyed any Starborn ship. This Starborn ship has just landed. I saw it. I went, that fucking ship looks cool. So I just, you know, blasted them all, and then it just wouldn't let me go in the ship. I was like, fuck. Planet mods will take, yeah, planet mods will take a while. 100% they'll take a while. Be cool to see what modders can actually do though, because fucking guys can work some magic here.
Remember at the time there was speculation they were going to do like online or something, or co-op, which is not the case. That led to speculation that maybe that was in there because there was going to be co-op in Spider-Man 2 or something. That all turned out to...
Co-op in Spider-Man 2 would have been cool. I think they missed an opportunity there. I think they missed a big opportunity there. It'd be cool if you could play online. One be Miles, one be Peter, in different parts of the city, and you could just bump into each other and then fight bad dudes side by side. I think that would have been fucking awesome. Don't know how it would have worked because I don't know how the story is, but... Ooh, so Mario RPG. I never played Mario RPG. They were ones I never played. Or like, I tried Paper Mario. I didn't like it because there's way too much dialogue in it. For some reason. Mario RPG does look interesting though. Any games with too much dialogue. This is why I couldn't get into Yakuza games. There was just so much dialogue. I was like, God, let me play the fucking game. This is why I love Souls and Souls-likes. Minimal dialogue, heavy gameplay. As once I play a game once and I got the story, all cutscenes get skipped.
To not be true. Unless Insomniac has somehow managed to keep a secret, a huge secret, up to the 11th hour. The review embargo of Spider-Man 2 dropped. The reviews are glowing. They're amazing. No indication from leaks and spoilers that there's any kind of co-op. But
you can see there, he was hoping it was going to be a thing. He was like, this might be a secret we get last minute. Oh, let's hope we get it. Fuck, my coffee's gone cold here. Pissed off that I forgot about that.
That did lead to some of that speculation. What I think is the most likely outcome here is that PlayStation would like to have a more synchronized experience for people who buy a game on Steam, because they probably have existing PlayStation users that do it, but they're also considering the fact that there might be PC users that say, man, I really loved playing Miles Morales. I really loved playing Spider-Man Remastered. I'm going to get a PlayStation 5 for...
No.
Or Spider-Man 2.
No. Not a lot of people are going to do that. Not most normal people. Not people that are heavy gamers, but most normal people. Go to work, do their jobs, and have like a couple, maybe 3, maybe 4 hours a day, or, you know, a few hours on a weekend to play a game. If they've only got one system, they're not going to go out and buy another system just to play one game. They'll wait until that shit is on their system. Because Most people go out, go to work, come home, or PC players, come home and then load up World of Warcraft and they just play World of Warcraft all night. I actually know a person that does that. He goes to work, finishes work, loads up World of Warcraft, and just plays that until he falls asleep. And that's what he likes to do, which is fair enough. But he's not going to go out of his way just to play Spider-Man on PlayStation just because he really wants to play that game. I remember he bought the PC ports of Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. And he said, oh, I'll just wait for the PC release. Most normal people will do that. Not go out of their way, buy a PlayStation just to play one fucking game. You let Barrett die during your playthrough? No. Saw someone bypass the Starfield invisible border. Did you? That's cool. Oh, JRPGs have a lot of dialogue. Yeah, this is why I'm not a massive JRPG. It's not like the reading or anything like that. It's just I just want to play the game. That is what I want to do. That is like I love like Dark Souls. It gives you a 3-minute cutscene at the start, throws you in a world, doesn't tell you anything else, and then like go have fun. That's all it says. Just go out there, go have fun. And like everything else is like so minimal dialogue, or you don't even have to interact with it. And like tiny cutscenes. That's what I like. 5% gameplay and 5% story. All the story needs to be found at your own terms. Yeah, I've seen that. Starfield has Aquatic Life, yeah. I've seen more other people play it than me. Yeah, I've done online grocery shop with everything you order is delivered. Because I sure as fuck went. I did it once. I think I was really like ill, full of cold one time. When I lived in another house. And I just didn't feel well, didn't want to go out in my car, and I was like, fuck it, let's get Tesco to deliver to my house. It was alright, but everything was running out of date in the next couple of days. I was like, fuck. So I am the guy that'll grab the milk right from the back to make sure the dates last long on it. Like ESO, because... Oh, I played the ESO, a bit of it. I didn't mind it, it was okay, but I'm not a massive, like, online game enjoyer. Or, like, ESO's an MMO, isn't it? Well, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of an MMO, isn't it? But I was just like... It's... Like, I like a massive game where I get lost in a world and I don't know where to go. No directions, just make me lost. Like I've been enjoying Cyberpunk recently, but I've had to have a break because of all the like quest markers. I'm trying to do all the side quests, but they get a bit repetitive after a bit. It's just like go here, kill these guys, rescue this guy, come back, and you know, rinse and repeat. So I've had to take a break from Cyberpunk for a little bit. But the main story and the DLC story so far is really good. Warframe. I played a bit of Warframe. It was alright. I enjoyed a bit of it. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 14. Actually, do you know what? Final Fantasy 14 should come to Xbox. Is it on PlayStation? Or is it on consoles at all? Like, I'm not a huge MMO fan. I tried World of Warcraft, it's not for me. £10 to get to the shop and back. Fuck, you must live in the sticks. Oh, you're on a bus. Or a taxi. Oh, fuck. Okay. Getting a bus ain't cheap. What, so FF14's on PlayStation but not on Xbox? They're losing out on money there. Fuck. Coming to Xbox soon. Oh, it's next year. I'm hoping after this ABK deal that, like, World of Warcraft, even though I'm not a massive fan of the game, but I'm hoping it comes to Xbox. that'll boost World of Warcraft's numbers, and it'll boost Game Pass sales massively. PS4, alright, yeah. Larian confirmed that the Baldur's Gate is coming to Xbox soon. They need to pull their finger out. The Larian Studios need to pull their finger out the ass with that one. They miss it. Well, I don't know. It's not a console player's game. It's more like PC kind of game. Even though ponies want to try and say it's their game, but none of them are fucking playing it. I know that for a fact. The reason they want Phil gone is because Phil is doing a good job, and he had to that guy had to pull up a sinking ship when he took Xbox over. I have quite a bit of respect for him, but he has told a lot of bullshit in the past. I think he was hoping things would go better for him, and I think he regrets a lot of the things he said, but I think Phil Spencer overall has done a really good job.
With as impressive as the game looks, $400, like if you look at the hardware reports on Steam, this is something I've consistently said. The hardware reports on Steam show most people having mid to low end PCs. Basically PCs that
fuck, my microphone was off like a dick. I hit the button. Sorry guys, I did that last time as well. What a fucking idiot. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, Devastator said that Phil saved a sinking ship and Jim Ryan tried to sink one. You guys gotta spam when you can't hear anything, just in case I've died or something. Yeah, so Phil Spencer's done a great job. Jim took over as CEO, CFO, and all the other titles, 2019. And think about the frequency of games since Jim Ryan took over. in the last, what, 4 years. Frequency of games for PlayStation have died down so much in the last... They've only got one first-party exclusive this year. One. Spider-Man. Nothing else. That's fucking tragic. You live in Widnes. You're actually not that far from me. I'm in like North Wales. I live in Widnes, the nearest large supermarket. 15 minutes ride. Oh. I bought one of my cars from near Widnes, actually. Well, I was more towards St. Helens, actually. I like Liverpool. Liverpool's fucking ace. How's it going, PS5 blows? Like how you show up just to say, "Ah, your microphone's dead." He went somewhere. No, I didn't go anywhere. I should actually fucking disable my Discord thing. At least Jacob can warn me. Disable my Discord fucking streaming thing. At least then Jacob can warn me. Today, your fucking microphone's gone dead.
Aren't quite as strong or strong enough to turn on all the fancy things. 4K, ray tracing, maintaining high frames per second. People are...
Yeah, but the PlayStation can't do that. Go back and just hear what he said properly.
...mid to low-end PC.
It's alright, Jacob. My fucking Discord's on streamer mode anyway, so I don't get disturbed. I should turn it off, really. If you got it on stream, once you pop up OBS, it goes on stream mode automatically. So I couldn't hear your messages anyway.
Basically PCs that aren't quite as strong or strong enough to turn on all the fancy things. 4K, ray tracing, maintaining high frames per second. People on, 30 series cards, 20 series cards.
But the PlayStation can't do that. Most of it anyway. You go in performance mode on PlayStation, it turns most things off. It pulls you down to about fucking 720p. It's bullshit. It's just the same as enabling fucking... Say if you had a 2060. You can turn ray tracing and all that. Stick fucking DLSS and performance where you end up getting, what, 540p or whatever it is. And the PlayStation will just do the same thing. That's a dumb argument, yeah. Installing the Spider-Man remaster on PC. I saw that for quite cheap on CD keys. I've got it on PlayStation, but I might get it again. I don't know. I just remember, like, when you're in the fights and stuff, it was quite good. The story was good, but there was some, like, boring long bits in it I didn't like.
40 series cards, they're in the minority. And I have always said, if you're looking at your PC and you're anticipating playing something like Spider-Man and you want to turn on all the pretty things and make it look really fancy and make it look really nice, you're likely going to have to upgrade something if you're in the majority. The majority of the PC user base is just not on a rig that can turn on all those things. Why not just spend...
I don't know if it's just me, but when I had my my first build, I upgraded little bits over time. So I started with 16 gig of RAM, and I went to 32 gig of RAM, upgraded like some SSDs, or added an SSD, and just did a few things, but you don't need a massive upgrade. So if you were on, I don't know, say an 8th gen Intel CPU, and you had a 10 series card, you could upgrade to a 30 series card pretty cheap. I have no problems as long as your power supply is decent enough. But anything before an 8th gen CPU, I would personally wouldn't recommend, but you probably get away with a lot of games. You've encountered only 2 bugs and stuff. Okay, so if you want to encounter more bugs in Starfield, disable VSync. And I don't know, because it's hard to get a high frame rate in that game, but if you get, like, some sections will go over 100 FPS, you'll see some weird shit then. You'll see some real weird shit then. because the engine can't handle the high FPS. You are better luck in that game to 60 FPS. Because fuck, the engine really cannot handle it here. But if your frame rate goes over 100 FPS, you start seeing some funny shit here. You get a new computer, going to cost me $500 go Canadian. Okay, so what's that, about $3? Jesus. So what was $500 Canadian? 5,000, sorry. Probably about just over $4,000. I'm not 100% with that one. What kind of build are you going for? I got 13700K, DDR5 RAM. Overpaid like for my motherboard, but it's a nice motherboard. It's an MSI C790. And I have 13700K, Corsair Vengeance, RGB fucking DDR5, and an MSI Supreme 4080. And that, because I didn't need any new drives, it was just under £3,000 for me. It's still a lot of money though. Actually, that sounds about right. £3,000 is about the equivalent to that money. Or Canadian dollars anyway. I could upgrade to 64 gig RAM pretty easily. I've only got 2 RAM sticks without 4 slots. I don't know if I need a BIOS update on my motherboard though, but the DDR5 RAM can, when it first came out, was playing hell with occupying all 4 slots, and that's why I didn't bother going for a 4-stick setup. I just went for a 2-stick setup. PC for gaming, video editing, and streaming animation. That's pretty cool. Just over $3,000. Oh, right. Yeah, mine does video editing really well, actually. It does video editing really well. Like, I use DaVinci Resolve, and it flies through the timeline. The comparison to my old PC to this one is night and day. Playing every game is not a problem. And I don't know about animation. Would you use for animation? It's Blender, yeah? I'm sure it'll do Blender perfectly fine as well.
Spend $400 and get a PS5 digital has always been my pushback. You know, you could spend around $1,000 and get a PS4 digital and a PSVR 2 if you're interested in VR. A lot of VR companies are pivoting to the PSVR 2 because it can harness the power of the PlayStation 5. And
I love when it says harness the power of the PlayStation 5. Puts a huge emphasis on that power. You need to put a huge emphasis on the lack of power. The console is already out of date. Now they want to charge you more money for a digital version of just some fucking slim model. And the hardware is already out of date. It's 3 to 4 years out of date. So now the emphasis on that power goes out the fucking window. You're also going to use VTuber model instead of webcam. I once... Brett has had an idea for the streams. But I don't mind using my actual cam. I just look like a retard when I'm talking sometimes. Because when I stutter and my eyes go funny, I'm like... Ugh. But I thought of it. Because I don't mind people seeing my face, that's all. I have no problem with that. But... Frit had an idea recently. He said it in one of his live streams, and I thought of it as well, by having like a little 2D model of myself, like a VTuber type thing. But I was like, nah, I don't want to sort of steal his ideas. I want to kind of do my own idea. But then I thought again and went, hang on, everyone else fucking does it. There's not he wasn't the first guy to do the idea. I mean, I just want to differentiate because I modelled a lot on my channel on like Frit's content because I thought his was funny. And I'm trying to move away, not completely move away from it, but when I'm editing videos, it's hard for me to try something new. It's like I find Frit's videos more entertaining than Alex, but I like what Alex does as well. the idea works, we'll try it. Why try it? When I try it? Yeah. Yeah, I would try it. I'd like to, like, I wonder if there's like a fucking... I don't know how to do animations at all. I'm shit at drawing as well. I'm really shit at drawing. Oh my god, Gen 5 M.2. Have you seen the speeds of a Gen 5 M.2? I've got a Gen 5 slot in my motherboard. Fuck, have you seen the speeds of them? It's fucking ridiculous. Even this Gen 4 one I got is pretty quick. But yeah, the Gen 5 NVMEs, I bet they're going to cost a lot. As the Gen 4s have come down heavily in price now. I mean, if you just wanted like an expansion for your PS5 or something, you can get them pretty cheap, but with the PS5 you need to get them with a cooler.
And standalone VR devices are always going to struggle a little bit. They're not going to be quite as strong, and that's very appealing. So you can really kind of step into a lot of the new games, a lot of the new game types and performance. So I wonder if Sony's considering that, right? I mean, Spider-Man 2 is going to be pretty compelling to anybody who played Spider-Man on PC. I had somebody say, you know, what's the prettiest game you can play on PC right now? Cyberpunk, I would say, has kind of taken that crown when you turn everything all the way up. Ray tracing, have a strong rig that can maintain it. Prior to that, I had a lot of people saying that Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales were very, very pretty on PC. And they may be looking...
Yes, they were. They look so much better than the PlayStation fucking version. You turn everything on just Spider-Man alone. Not I didn't see... Miles Morales is a good looking game on PlayStation as well, if you had a PS5, but I only played the first Spider-Man on PlayStation 4. Yeah, on PlayStation 4. And then played it on PC, but fuck, it looks 10 times better on PC. Gen 5 price is too much. Yeah, but when Gen 6 comes out, Gen 5 will be cheap. Just wait for that. A lot of people just hire artists to do... Yeah, make a design. I'm thinking of asking someone to do like a design of me. Get my face as accurate as possible with my second chin, but put it on like a muscular body. It's like a fat face with a muscular body. I think that'd be quite funny, because I know I'm far from muscular, but I think it'll be fucking hilarious, just like my fat face on a fucking huge like Giga Chad body. I think that's funny. Because I do it in some of my thumbnails sometimes. It just makes me laugh.
Looking at these trailers and these reviews, and unless they're super, super picky about graphics and how everything looks, they may be saying, man, I might grab a PlayStation. Well, one of the things you...
Well, the thing is, most people aren't playing... Yes, some games are just eye candy. And it is nice to look at pretty graphics. I won't deny that. It's really nice, but gameplay is number one. I get like one of the best games I played this year, and it's an indie game. I think it was this year I played. It was Tunic. Was that out this year? Tunic. I fucking love Tunic. It was so good. I had a really good time playing that. I've seen Half-Life 2 RTX. It looks amazing. I have seen it and I want it. I want it now. I don't know when it's out though. See, I haven't got Half-Life 2. I haven't got it on Steam. I played it on an old computer when discs were still a thing for PC. But I would love to get the RTX remake. I played Black Mesa recently. Black Mesa was so good. I think Black Mesa is probably in the top 10 games of all time. Game with little to no gameplay is essentially a movie. Yeah. Oh, on Facebook, I pissed a lot of PlayStation fanboys off. Some guy was saying, oh, shall I buy Lords of the Fallen or Spider-Man 2? And just as a joke, I said, just get Lords of the Fallen if you want to. Get Lords of the Fallen if you want a game. Buy Spider-Man if you want to play a movie. Something like that I said. Fucking hell, it made some ponies angry, but it made some people laugh as well. So it was worth it.
You'd want to be able to give that person is the ability to sync things up. you know, hey, you already played Spider-Man, you got a bunch of trophies, so your account gets the trophies. You know, and sometimes there are games where the sequel recognizes the fact that you've played before, and then they give stuff in the game. I don't know if they're going to do that with Spider-Man, but I think this is a great example of how PlayStation could sort of bridge the gap between the two communities, because the PC user base is quite large.
The PC user base is large and growing even bigger. There's more demand now for PC than anything. What did my daughter want for last Christmas? And she was only 14 at the time. She wanted a PC. She didn't want a PlayStation. She didn't want an Xbox. She said, I want a PC. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Well, it was between me and her mother. And I said, what are we getting her for Christmas? I was like, she wanted a PC. It's nothing special, but it's pretty cool. And I'd prefer her having that. Spider-Man 2 is inferior compared to the 2018 game. I've heard that. I've heard people say that as well. Like, the 2018 game was, even if you streamlined the story, it was still like pretty decent size, wasn't it? I think. It just seems like, I think the magic has gone. I think that's what it is for me. Like, oh, Spider-Man game, it looks good. I can swing through New York, cool. And it was that. It was the attraction to it, I think, has gone. Or for me, anyway. You probably think, if you played it, Marwaz, first I was saying it. Have you actually played it? I haven't played Spider-Man 2 yet. I'm actually going to probably wait for the PC port. So I can make the game look a lot prettier.
And the PS5 Pro is potentially on the horizon. So
keep coping. I hope they don't make a PS5 Pro, because that'd be funny. Web of Shadows. Which one was Web of Shadows? The PS2 one? I never played that.
the PS5 Pro lands and is, you know, $600. You have to again consider the cost that you would need to output to upgrade your more mid or low end PC. What would you have to spend to get a gaming rig?
I'll put it this way, you could spend $400 on a PlayStation Digital, or you could spend $400 and buy yourself a 4070 GPU. No, sorry, a 4060. Or a 3060 Ti, even. I know which one I'd prefer. Whatever Shabo's choice and affect the story. No way, what console was that on? Oh yeah, I've seen that. PlayStation fanboys want the Pro to be expensive. It's like, why? Why do they want the Pros to be expensive? Like, if it's going to be more expensive than the current version, nobody's going to buy it. Ain't nobody going to buy that thing. I mean, I think it's a piss take that they're stopping selling the original PlayStation model and just replacing it with, like, straight away replacing it with the new Slim model. I think that's dumb. United States Secret Service, I love that name. Web of Shadows still the best Spider-Man game. What platform was it on? Tell me. We can emulate it.
That could output the increased performance, the increased ray tracing, the things that we're probably going to see on the PS5 Pro in games like Spider-Man 2. You know, if they're going to go back and retroactively turn things on or update things. This is, again, something Sony's probably considering. We want to streamline the experience of anybody that might be coming from PC or has games on PC and has games on the console as well. And more from the article here, they say, with PlayStation Studio PCs like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone, and Spider-Man Remastered, there's no longer an inherent need for a PSN account, setting apart from some of the Xbox Game Studios titles on Steam, which has a strict Xbox Live account requirement. This advantage with Xbox's approach, however, is the convenience of shared achievements and saved.
That's cool. You can share your saved progress as well. So if you play the game on Steam, you can carry on playing the same game on your Xbox. I think that's really cool. Or if you're playing it on cloud or whatever, I think that is actually a smart idea, and I think Sony should incorporate that as well. If you link your accounts, just fucking, oh, I can play Spider-Man here, and then I can go to my living room and keep playing it on the same save file. I think that'd be really cool. PS3, PS2, Wii, and 360. Ooh. I'm gonna check that out actually. Because I got a PS3 emulator. Not on PlayStation PC, but not on PlayStation PC. Oh no. No. Just keep it on Steam. I don't mind if they have the little, you know, the pop-up thing like they had on Spider-Man Remastered. I don't mind that. There's a way to circumvent them. Alex did a video on Steam Deck Skyrim on how to get rid of the, you know, the little pop-up screen before you enter the game. No, it wasn't that. The Witcher, sorry. It works with Cyberpunk as well. It's like you can do a launch command to get rid of the pop-up. So there's always ways around it. EBK have some old Spider-Man games for the 360 would be fun. Oh, it did. I don't remember them. I never. How's it going, Orc? I've never been a massive fan of Spider-Man. Like not a huge Spider-Man fan. A lot of people really like. I'm not a huge superhero guy, but I do like some. I say that, and I've watched all the fucking Marvel movies. Consoles are slowly but steady dying out. Yeah, hardware is dying out, and the PC. Before everything turns to streaming, PC will be the last one standing on hardware. Because streaming, it's going to be at least another 10 years before streaming a game decently will be viable. You got to think of the internet infrastructure of the whole world to start with. My internet connection is not good enough for streaming. Well, it'll do it, but it won't do it well. And you got to think of other countries that have got even shitter internet than what I've got, or other parts of the world that have got shitter internet than other people. And they're not going to be able to do it. It's also the market's going to be losing out on a chunk of people that aren't going to be able to buy or stream their games just because they can't. Sorry, man, I'm going to burp. Just because they can't stream them. So there's a chunk of the market they can't, you know, sell their service to. So until the internet infrastructure is there, game streaming is not going to take over. So I do see, like, if PlayStation and Xbox carry on, there's going to be at least another 2 generations of consoles. I get to the point where you buy a copy of the game and play it whatever system you want. Yeah, it's a fucking hell there. Yeah, that is true. It's like, if I buy a copy of the game on Xbox, I would like to be able to play that on, like, every other system I own as well. I think that would just, it would be better, but no, obviously they want to sell more copies, so you're gonna have to double dip. Marvel Spider-Man 2 story is so bad. It's just like a Darman video. Hey, Darman videos are so cringe. I recently got my internet upgraded. I got like 60 meg download speed at the most. It's not great. It's good enough, like, but one of my friends lives like 10 minutes up the road to me. He's got like a 500 meg download speed, and his game's just, he sets it to download and it's done in like 2 minutes. Like, you bitch. I'm so jealous. PC's the only, oh yeah, it's the only one that does give you freedom. That's the good part about having an open platform. You can just fuck with it as much as you want. Web of Shadows had an interesting story. I'll have to check that out. Got me intrigued now.
Progress. I think that's well worth it. I know people probably don't like that when they're like, man, Xbox requires me to have an account. But if you're saving your save files in the cloud, or if you've been working on some achievements, or maybe it's a 2-player game and you want to play with your buddy, and it's just easier, you know, instead of trying to do crossplay. Some games don't do crossplay, some games do, you know, things like that. That actually can help streamline the process. Sometimes I might play a game on PC and think, oh, this would be a great game for couch co-op with my wife, and then I'd be able to, like, bring it over and have everything. Now, I think the one thing that would be a risk here is that if you really synchronize this and people start thinking of it as a more unified approach with their account, they might feel a little different about having to buy the game twice. Like if you
Oh yeah, there's that. There's that, and there's also paying to play online on PlayStation are something we don't have to do on PC. Paying to pay online should be fucking scrapped. I don't know how people are still falling for the bullshit. Now, you don't have a choice if the console's all you've got and you want to play online, but it's bullshit that you have to pay that fee just to play online with your friends. You wish there was a PC version of the Xbox operating system, slim but simple, only focus on gaming. You could probably do that if you wanted to, but that's not for me. I like a PC being a PC. I'd actually like to try Linux at some point. Not on my main computer, just on a separate computer. Because I've never used it, I'd like to get to understand it. But I have heard that Linux doesn't run games quite as well as Windows. I think it's multiple reasons, but I'm not sure what the actual reason is, but I've heard a lot of games suffer with on Linux for some reason. Basically, Spider-Man meets Prototype. Cool. I'd love to get another Prototype game. The first and the second Prototype is so good. I want to replay them. So I just love the destruction in it. You can just murder everything. So cool.
You buy the game in Steam, you would then also have to buy it on the PlayStation 5, and that might not sit well with people. I think that is a danger of unifying platforms because they're not going to understand that you didn't buy that from PlayStation. You bought that from Steam.
That's not going to matter to anyone. The only thing that's going to matter to people is I could play a game with my friend even though he or she is on another platform. And that's every time I've seen like when crossplay became a thing, cross-platform gaming became a thing, I thought, oh cool, I could play with my friends on Xbox, or cool, I could play with my the 360 days I had an Xbox and I couldn't play with my friends that were on PS3. There was very minimal. Most people had an Xbox 360. When I went to PS4, a lot of my friends stuck with Xbox, and I went to PlayStation. And I couldn't play like Call of Duty online with my friends, and then they enabled cross-platform. I was like, hey, this is fucking awesome. And then I moved to PC, and then problem solved. I think playing online cross-plat is really like cool. So I don't see a problem with that. Why buy twice? Oh, look what he's saying. Oh, you wouldn't want to buy. The only thing he's saying is like, you'd buy it twice so you and your wife or you and your friend can play on different platforms.
You have a license to play the game in and on the Steam platform. That's not the same. So I would anticipate that potentially being a complaint. Now, the article continues here, and it says, an important aspect to note is that while there's optimism surrounding Sony's tentative steps into the integration, a future with seamless sharing between PlayStation and PC accounts without the need for an exclusive launcher would be nice. Sony hasn't confirmed anything yet. The trophy list, picked up by True Trophies, seems to be a test, given that it's not linked to a specific game. Furthermore, it's unusual for developers to submit their platforms to PSN, suggesting this could be an initiative by Sony. And that's the way you would want it to be. You wouldn't want this to be something where you're having to depend on each individual game to do the trophy list, to update it, to push it out, to sync. This would need to be an account level decision that PlayStation implements so that anything you do is saved to the account and then transfers and syncs up. So anything you're doing on either platform gives you credit for those achievements, trophies, or your save files. You wouldn't want this to be something that is game dependent. And I wouldn't really want developers...
yeah, he's boring. The PlayStation used to... Oh yeah, PlayStation didn't want crossplay for the longest time. That was so annoying because I was on PS4 at the time. And like, Xbox and PC became cross-plat quite a while back now. Wasn't it when they started putting games on PC? PlayStation haven't returned games to GeForce now. Oh, do you know why that is? Because I think fucking Nvidia was leaking PC ports well before they were supposed to be there. I think that was it. I'm not 100%. I just ended up did a Starfield session now. BG3, the most played game of the year. Oh yeah, I've only done like 30 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, just over, and I've gone past Act 1. Just started Act 2. So I need to carry on with 189 hours. Fucking hell. I think that my most played like single player game is Dark Souls 3. I got over like 300 hours in that. I used to play online a lot as well. I used to love playing Dark Souls online. I use GeForce Now with Xbox web browser. Oh, cool. That's pretty handy. Useless, but handy.
To have it to be, worrying about this. This is something that it would fall squarely on PlayStation if this is something that they would want to do. But the article continues to talk about how things are very much changing, and I think the push to PC makes sense. As the gaming landscape evolves, so do business models and strategies. Sony's expansion of its PC portfolio shouldn't be surprising at all, considering the burgeoning competitiveness of the games industry and the escalating AAA budgets. This is something that I've talked about a lot right here, escalating AAA budgets. We went and looked at the price of games, and I believe it was in the Nintendo 64 era, where there was a Mario and a Zelda game that was made by about 200 people, and it was about $11 to $12 million. So basically $6 million per. And that's nothing. I mean, game, budgets now are in the 200s to hundreds of millions of dollars.
I think one of the most expensive games of like the Xbox 360 PS3 era was Grand Theft Auto 5. They've surpassed that now. But I remember someone saying it was like $250 million to make Grand Theft Auto 5. That's insane money. And I can see why Grand Theft Auto 6 is taking so fucking long. But Rockstar have more than enough money to make it. GTA 5 has generated them so much money with the online component. But the reason these games costing so much money, and they're only, they're getting a profit on them, but they're costing so much money to make. This is why PlayStation can't output those single player games like they used to. Those games didn't cost that much to make back in the day. Game Pass is on GeForce. Oh yeah, fuck hell. I'm burping a lot. I had a spicy pizza before I started. Fuck hell. Repeating on me. Yeah, I've seen that. Game Pass is on GeForce. God knows why though. It's like the most useless component ever. They're both streaming services. But yeah, it's a weird thing to have. The single player games, they're not hurting them, but they can't output them like they used to, and like the PS2. Like, you gotta think, in the PS2 era, fucking like games were coming out. They were just spitting games out. It's like, overall, on every platform, this year has been like an amazing year for gaming. It's been like, there's so much video games come out. Like, that's still nothing compared to what used to come out on PS1 and PS2. I had a PS2. PS2 is probably still my favourite console ever. Yeah, I'd say PS2 is probably my favourite console ever. It's so many games. The fucking racks of discs everywhere. But even the amount of games that have come out this year, like the big notable ones, and there has been a lot this year, PS2 would spit that out in a couple of months. Yeah, Xbox has a lot of games now. I just want to see them do good. My name is Mud, what a name. I love that. Game Pass games will be downloaded on Xbox, PC, GeForce is strictly streaming. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, it is pointless because GeForce Now is a fucking streaming service itself. Sony should stop sending out the studio. Yeah, well, I think Sony needs to start making lower budget games. That's still appealing because it's doable. I mean, you can look at just small games like Devolver Digital's games. Look at them. Most of anything Devolver Digital brings out here is good. You play a Devolver Digital game, you're gonna have a good time. Like, Sony needs to start making, like, making those indie games, making good ones. You can even make a fucking story-based one if you wanted to. But I think they need to start churning out, like, smaller scope games just to get games for the platform. That's where they do remasters. Yeah, true. And I heard that they're going to do Horizon Zero Dawn remaster as well. What the fuck for? Horizon Zero Dawn's a stunning game as it is. Doesn't need to be touched. It runs at 60 FPS on PlayStation 5. So I don't know why they'd want to remaster that. And The Last of Us 2 remastered as well. Fucking hell, that's a stunning game. Doesn't need to be touched. It's just a dumb thing, and I don't know why ponies aren't... Some PlayStation fanboys are calling it out, yeah. But some are just in support, like, oh, look at the games we're getting. Well, you're just getting remasters and remakes. What the fuck's the point? But they condition their fan base of big budget AAA games. That's the problem. And it's safe. Yeah, you're right there. But being safe, I like developers taking risks, even though their games might be shit. But, like, back in the day, I remember... I just used to buy games because it looked cool. And if it was shit or good, you would just... You know, you just try and enjoy it. I remember getting this one called Eve of Extinction. I went back to play it now, it was shit, but I played the whole game through. Because it was fun. When it should revive Killzone. I never played Killzone. I played the SOCON games. Never played Killzone. I actually want to go back and try them. Everybody says they're good.
Very, very much more expensive. Larger teams, larger bandwidth. The time to develop the games is significantly longer, which increases risk. Like, you may think you have a great idea and the market's trending in a certain way, and so you start developing the game, and 4 or 5 years later, the market has shifted and demand for the product has evaporated. Like, this has happened to a lot of games that have thought, hey, we're going to capitalize on Battle Royale. We're going to capitalize on an MMO. We're going to capitalize on a looter shooter. There are a lot of games that have gone through this, and when they finally get to market, the market's opinion has changed. That is very difficult, which makes sense if you have a successful IP, if you have a successful franchise, either doing a sequel or taking it to PC or porting. Like, that's why there's remasters, that's why there's remakes, that's why companies are doing this. They're trying to offset cost and risk of probably the next project. They go on to say here, it's a notion further bolstered by Sony's intention to launch its first-party and third-party PlayStation-exclusive multiplayer titles on PC simultaneously, especially as part of its massive live service lineup through 2026. However, with innovation comes reservations. Yeah, I've got my own opinions on the live service push.
Oh, I bet you have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, 12 games by 2026, that's not happening. I think maybe 3 or 4 of them actually come out. I think 1 or 2 of them are probably actually successful. I think Bungie's going to kind of come down the line of studios working on titles.
Ah, and Bungie killed The Last of Us fucking... what was it? That Last of Us multiplayer game. That's funny. Baldur's Gate says Game of the Year. Yeah, it probably does, actually. It probably does. But... If Baldur's Gate gets beaten by anything, how's it going to legal that? What did you miss? You can go back and watch it later. We're just watching this fucking idiot coping about PC releases. But... Oh, what was I talking about? If anything beats Baldur's Gate 3, it didn't get somewhere near the Metacritic score, okay? Like, personally, my game of the year so far would either be Armored Core 6 or Lies of P. So far. I think Armored Core 6 was so well crafted. It is just so good. The music, the fucking sound design, just the gameplay was phenomenal. Lies of P, the story is so good. The setting is so good. The gameplay is solid. The only reason I think Lies of P would never get it is because it does not cater to casuals at all. I got my ass kicked and I've played every fucking Souls game. Need to play Skull Island, try score again. BG3 LOC, what's that LOC? Tears of the Kingdom, definitely. Hogwarts Legacy won't get it because of the controversy. and I'll stick to that as well. Starfield is not getting Game of the Year. Starfield is not getting Game of the Year. It's got Skull Island. You really like Skull Island, don't you? Fuck, you know. If you guys haven't seen Skull Island, just go and watch someone play it. It's fucking funny. My game is going to be Starfield or Hogwarts. Yeah. Oh, that's alright. Everybody's got different tastes, so that's fair enough. Like I said, not everyone's going to have the same taste in game. But, like, your personal Game of the Year should be the only one that matters. Not what anyone else says. And I've always stated that fact. For me, Armored Core 6 and Lies of P just knock it out of the park. I'd never count Cyberpunk. I can count as DLC for, like, some kind of subcategory, maybe. I think it's really good, but it would have never got... Cyberpunk would have got Game of the Year when it came out, where if it was as good as it is now and not a broken mess. 8 boner for gaming media against Xbox. Well, yeah, no. But Starfield, it's not that. Starfield, I don't think Starfield is actually like... I don't think it will. Just because of its, like, how the game is set up. And obviously it's not what the media are after. Definitely not what the media are after. Mix of popularity, and it is a mix of popularity and critical acclaim. That's why I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to get it, but I've never seen sales figures for Baldur's Gate 3. I know it's good, I know it's big, but I've never seen it. There are some sales figures for Starfield though. Which just, it could, if Starfield won Game of the Year, I would be fucking so happy, just because it's going to piss off so many PlayStation fanboys. Spider-Man's got a good chance of getting it as well. Spider-Man 2's got a good chance, only because of media bias. If that happens, there'll be some outrage, I think.
Like this, and they're going to be just bringing the hammer down. They're going to be executing a lot of games and not saying, you know, that these are good to go. So I don't think that is that's a goal they're going to hit, and I'm on record as to saying that. But that is true. That if they're going to do a live service game, it's going to launch in both places, both the PlayStation 5 and PC. Personally, my opinion is that if you want a live service game to do really well, it needs to be everywhere. I understand PlayStation not...
Well, at least we can agree with that. Which I think, to be fair, I think they are going to release them everywhere. I don't think they're going to exclude Xbox out of the live service games. Because it's just a potential market. It's just a money-making machine if it's a good game. Look at Destiny 2. If that was... That's a money-making machine for the people that love the game. So if that's on all consoles, then they're just making more money. The stupid runner-up for Game of the Year, Gollum. I want to play that just for the fucking fun of it. I'll play Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I'm like halfway through Tears of the Kingdom. It's a big game. It's a fucking weirdly big game, that. Baldur's Gate was neck and neck in sales with Starfield. Oh. But that's... I can't say because it wasn't on Xbox, but... I could say, like... Baldur's Gate isn't a game for everyone. You gotta think, like, not a lot of people are accustomed to that turn-based combat, how the story is set out, but what people don't realise about Baldur's Gate 3 is you can fuck around so much in that world. You can dick around so much in that world. It's actually crazy. Assault kill most assault. That's fucking... Mate, if Starfield wins Game of the Year, I will laugh. Depending on what time it's on what day it's on, I'm gonna try, and depends if, like, no Frit normally does Game of the Year, I think. Depends who else is streaming it, I might stream Game of the Year. Just because it'll be hilarious. Hogwarts Legacy, it is. Hogwarts Legacy's got massive sales figures. But it's just a controversy. I was going JDX. Hogwarts Legacy's controversy is the only thing that's going to weigh it down. Because I know Jeff Keighley's there like, ooh, I'm not letting this win. Just because they know all these fucking far lefties are going to just shit all over him. And he doesn't want that. I don't blame him neither. I really don't blame him. I wouldn't want a bunch of fucking far lefties coming at me neither. Disco Elysium won Game of the Year. I wanted to play Disco Elysium, actually. It looks really good. No, that didn't win anything, I don't think so. I might have. Baldur's Gate to be on Xbox soon. Hogwarts is out on the Switch soon. Oh, have you seen the Switch port of that? I've seen like screenshots of the Switch port of Hogwarts Legacy. It did not look good. Baldur's Gate didn't come close to sort of selling Starfield. I can imagine that. Dreamcast guy, any chance you could react to my dog shit Spider-Man 2 review? That's what I'm trying to get. Actually, let's fuck this guy off. He's boring. Before I have to go, because I know Fritz on thingy in a minute on Game on Daily's fucking channel, so I know you're all gonna fuck off there. Plus, I'm gonna fuck off there too. I don't blame you, because it's gonna be hilarious. Gehen, I don't know how you say that. I don't think Starfield will win Game of the Year. Too much bias against. Yeah, you're not right. You're not right. You're not wrong. I can't do it as well as Frit. That's why I've got it in a soundboard. Oh, what's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here. I want to talk about Spider-Man 2. Is it? Oh, he is fucking boring, but he does talk some shit. If Overwatch can do it, oh my god, yeah, Overwatch. I don't know how the hell that fucking won Game of the Year. Hogwarts is coming to Switch and Disturbed Individuals are out in force. No! Oh. I don't like talking about that stuff because these lefties are fucking extremists, yeah. Look at my beautiful creative face. That must be a new account, right? You must have made a new account or just change your account name to Dreamcast Guy. That's fucking funny. Sad how these bias don't get exposed. They're slowly getting exposed. There are bugs in my Bugman game. Brit and Jez, yeah, it's gonna be fucking. I don't want to miss it myself. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. I playing Spidey 2 last night. First encountered 5 bugs. No. Really? Yeah. They rushed that fucking game out, didn't they? Because they wanted something out by the end of the year. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting thought. Well done, Avi.
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here, talking today about Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5.
Oh, I hate that he has to hold up like the controller or the fucking game case. Ugh, cringe, man.
Because the game has finally come out, and to be honest, I'm completely addicted to it. In fact, as I record this video, I just finished playing the game for literally 15 hours straight.
Oh, he said it again. Throw that controller in your fucking face. And he's got the Spider-Man special. Of course, he's got the Spider-Man special edition controller. I know for a fact he's got the God of War one. I like the Spider-Man special edition one, actually. It's pretty cool. I won't mind it all myself. But he always has to do it. 15 hours, is that all he put into it? I wonder what he got done in 15 hours. Fucking hell. 15 hours in Starfield and I barely scratched the surface. They rushed it out, yeah, they rushed it out. I'm definitely telling you they rushed this game out. Why is a love child? Fucking hell. Talk slowly because the ponies are slow. Apparently he talks differently outside of his videos. I don't know why. Griffin called him out for not playing the game. I wonder. I haven't played the game, so I can't watch that Griffin clip. Actually, there's a guy that does Griffin gaming clips. I don't know if he works for Griffin or what, but he puts them out. But I would like to see that. I bashed one on those fucking hell. He is fake. He does have a Sony bias because he knows it gets him views from PlayStation Fanboys. I ended an article got people stuck on 36% install for. Whoa. I may got a copy of Spider-Man today and not installed. Wow. Windows Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 keeps crashing. Ooh. Really? I'm one of the more brutal. Yeah, I see you on Alex's stream quite often. I watch his VODs because he streams. For me, he starts streaming at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I see most of you guys on like Alex and Fritz VODs. Okay, the game itself is good, but I don't care about minor bugs. But there's Starfield and now Spider-Man bugs. So oh, wow. You know what? They should actually, when they do these games for reviews, they should really put bugs and performance into these reviews. He's a grifter like Jimmy Neutron. Fucking, there's so many PlayStation grifters. You like Mighty Keith, which Frick called out not long ago. He's the more I watch his videos, the more I realise he grifts for PlayStation. It's fucking funny. You haven't seen any issues with Spider-Man? Weird, yeah. That is strange.
That's not an exaggeration. I played this game so much just today that I ran my controller dead multiple times. But what about this is just so good?
The PlayStation controller does not last long. You better have just keeping it plugged in, to be honest. If you got a long ass cable, just keep it plugged in. Fuck charging it. Mike, he legit likes PlayStation. Yeah, it does seem that. I watched him for quite a while because I think he's funny, but he put like a different type of video up the other day, and you can see his bias. Something about Activision Blizzard. It was. You could see he wasn't happy. Alex streams in 5 hours. Yeah, in 5 hours I'll be fucking snoring. That's the problem. I can't stay up that long. I'm too old for that shit. Mighty queef.
Why is it so fun and so engaging?
What the fuck is that? Is that part of the game?
Is it so fun and so engaging? Let's discuss that and dissect this game with a critical eye.
That wasn't part of the game, right? Jokes aside, DCG... oh yeah. Called out for being a fake oh yeah, I saw that. Paris was calling him out, yeah. Yeah, PS5 controller batteries are not good. No. You can play for about 4 to 5 hours. And the battery will probably, the symbol will come on the screen. Would you please tell Reforge to get a job like the rest of us? Fucking hell, yeah. That's why I haven't been able to upload. I've been back in work recently and look, the schedule goes all fucked for me. Oh, sorry. Schedule goes all fucked for me then. How's it going, Demolisher? What part of this review is honest? I bet he doesn't talk anything about any bugs.
Hi. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So, I am coming at this from the viewpoint of a super fan. I loved...
Oh, yeah. You tell everyone that. They know... Wow, I just seen the next scene. I just seen the next frame. Why would you put that in your video? Like, if you say you're a super fan, people are gonna know your bias. I game ranks I watch sometimes, and they can put out some cringe, but they're quite useful for telling you what games are coming out in a month. And like, they've got a heavy bias towards PlayStation as well. Someone saved that comic. Why would you put that in the video? What the fuck does that show everyone?
Spider-Man a lot. I read the comics, I watch the movies, I've even platinumed the previous games, I've done every...
Aye! You've only got an 86 on Spider-Man Remastered. 37 on Resident Evil 3. Burnout Paradise Remastered. 7. That was a bad game. What's up with it? Ooh, yeah, there's that on my soundboard. I can't do it that good. I can't do it that good. I don't know how that came to be, but it's still funny. It just makes me laugh. If you ever feel bad and you got that on your soundboard, puts a smile on your face.
every single activity in them, and yet I can definitively say not only is this the best Spider-Man story ever, but I'll go a step further than that and say that this is the best Peter Parker and Miles Morales of...
Bullshit. You're only saying that because it's a PlayStation game. Spider-Man Remastered. I was like 1% away from the platinum, I think. But there was something I was missing and I couldn't find it, and I couldn't be asked, and I just switched it off.
Of all time. So what's so fun about it? Honestly, the freedom in this game is impossible. Like, straight up. They give you so many new gadgets in this game, like a wingsuit.
I do like the wingsuit. That looks really cool. I mean, that looks like quite fun to get around the city quickly. Look at these jagged edges. Oh my god. Oh no, is that part of the building? Oh, it's part of the building. Fuck. I thought that was just jagged edges then. I was like, what? Oh, it's part of the building. Okay. My bad. Struggle to watch Griffin. I'll never watch... I won't watch someone play a single player game. I will watch someone... hold on. A single player game I haven't played yet. But if it's a game I'm currently playing and they're behind me, I don't mind. I don't want like massive spoilers or anything like that. Mild spoilers I don't mind, but I don't want like massive... I don't want surprises to be like spoiled for me. Like if something's like Lords of the Fallen, I'm watching some other guy play it, but he's like quite a bit behind me. And I don't mind because he's not spoiling much for me. The only handy thing is he has found some areas I haven't. You can really get lost in Lords of the Fallen, and it's really hard to know where the fuck you need to go.
New physics that allow you to instantly swing through the streets at literally hundreds of miles an hour. Because of the power of the PlayStation 5, graphically, it looks so insanely realistic, and you can also...
It does not look realistic. There are much better looking games than this out there. There are much better looking games out there. I'll be honest, like, this to me doesn't look... better. I think The Last of Us is an actual better looking game. As bad as that is to say. The things like Uncharted. But looks aren't everything. As long as the gameplay is good. It's not safe to watch too much COD. It's not like literally it is a flagship for PlayStation. They are the flagship for PlayStation. I'm not saying they make bad games or anything. I'm not saying Spider-Man 2. I can't say Spider-Man 2 is a bad game because I haven't played it. But the length of time to actually finish it doesn't seem appealing at all. There's a Spider-Man game on the Game Boy. Fuck. I remember I found my old Game Boy like a couple of years back. It still worked as well. Getting tired of hearing through the power of the PS5. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah. Tell me about it. Is this on PS3 or PS4? Can rent it for a week and complete. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Like, you wait until it's on PS Plus, get that for a month, and then fuck it off.
Instantly swap between Peter Parker and Miles Morales anywhere in the city, or even fast travel to any individual spot on the map. It is difficult to even convey how impressive from a technological standpoint how fun this game is to look at, but that's not what's important. What's actually important is how much of a blast is it to play. So let's discuss the story in a spoiler-free fashion, talk about...
I like that. You can just change to the symbiote suit straight away and just do a devastating attack, but... Not gonna lie, these character models don't look all that, you know, next gen to me. Even fucking Spidey himself doesn't look all that next gen, you know what I mean? Like the generic car models and shit. I honestly don't think it looks that good. are much better looking games out there. If they're bragging about how good this game looks, they can... No. Just... I'm not buying it. Ooh. Or pay $180 for PS Plus. No, but you can get it for just 1 month. And then scrap it. Surprised you didn't mention about the Magic SSD. Oh, fucking hell. Well, the Magic SSD ain't working for these character models, I'm telling you that much now. Fucking hell. Good variety of character models. But they're not very, like... This... It looks like a fucking... Oh, I can't even describe what they look like. They're just not that great. Ooh. I know you can just rent it through... Oh. They do it on disc rentals, you mean? That's pretty cool, actually, if you can still do that. PC Spider-Man. Yeah, I know. I remember the fucking 2018 remastered one looking better than this. Or it might be just because I played it on PC. 9th gen games look worse than 8th gen. I don't know why they couldn't release this on PS4. I genuinely don't. This looks like it could have run on the PS4. Oh, a low frame rate, but definitely would have run on a PS4 Pro. Did you see that light show for the Xboxes? Yeah, that was really cool. I saw that. That was really cool. Oh, that's fucking ace. That's good advertisement, actually. Kind of look worse. Yeah, some, like, Lords of the Fallen is supposed to be this Unreal Engine 5, like, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but it's not as good as I thought it was going to look. 63 quid for a weekend game, no thanks. Yeah, it's fucking... That's a lot of money to pay for, like, something you're going to finish in, a couple of days. Looks like a mobile game. Yeah, these just enemy character models don't look good. Yeah, PS5 wouldn't have any games, like, just games that you can only get on that console this year. Armored Core 6 looks better. Armored Core 6 looks fucking amazing. I love just big mech battles. It's so cool. I like the story of that as well. The story is so... If you've played it to the true ending, story is so good. And when you you either fight or you fight with V4 Rusty, the music is so fucking good. How's it going, Sandra Q? You're okay? I heard some of the details in this lower from from the first Spider-Man. Yeah, it looks that way. Kind of think Starfield looks better in some fucking cases, yeah.
About the really crazy amount of gameplay to this, and end off with some little bits of gripes I have with the game itself. Now, what are we doing here? The previous 2 Spider-Man games were incredibly good, but let's face it, they were also quite deep. They very much explored the
No. Miles' character model looks good, but Miles' mother character model was like an afterthought. I honestly think the first Spider-Man game had better character, and Miles Morales had better character models. These do not look good. I mean, God of War, like 2018, looks amazing compared to this. What the fuck? Well, these character models don't look good at all. I got an itchy foot, boys. Oh! I think Starfield, the web shadows might look better. At least it didn't come... Double her chin size like MJ. Oh yeah, not a lot of people like the MJ character model.
character of Peter Parker. And then in the sequel, we really did just kind of see so much of the life and the conflict of Miles Morales. What's left to explore? Well, they do something very fascinating.
Sorry, hold on. Go back a frame. Oh, I went too far. Son of a bitch. I mean, the environment looks okay, but nothing groundbreaking. This definitely could have run on PS4. Yeah. If there's a problem, why is the game getting perfectly? They're playing. Why is the game getting perfect games with people playing the game? Oh, I think you had a typo there. Oh yeah, depth cutscenes for yeah, yeah. How repetitive the combat system? Yeah, like this combat system is ripped from the Batman Arkham series, and still, I think Batman Arkham City and Arkham Knight, all of the Batman Arkham games, even Origins, look so good, and I think they're just made better. I think the combat worked okay there, and not be like weirdly repetitive. But in this one, I think if you overdo it in an open world, that's how it gets repetitive. I'm realizing that Sony games, just interactive movies. That's what it seems like though. The bug seems to have been introduced after the patch, according to Digital Foundry. Whoa! Don't see Spider-Man 2 being a VG at the... These last not games. Yeah, not worth cooking. Possibly. If Spider-Man 2 doesn't even get nominated for anything, whoa, they're gonna be mad. These ponies are gonna be... Whoa, they're gonna be boiling over. That's it. They look like fucking wax models. You're right there, Maori. Fuck, they look like fucking wax models. Like something out of Madame Tussauds. Yeah, they do need to... I was hoping with this Spider-Man, you'd start in New York and then piss off somewhere else. But no, they just center it around New York again. So it would be nice, like, take him fucking to Europe, South America, anywhere. Just fucking get out of New York. If they make another Spider-Man game, they're going to have to. They're going to have to innovate somehow. PS5, definitely for casual, simple games. Pink as Google's rated on. Yeah. I mean, NPCs look like Starfield NPCs. Yeah, they're not far off. Jadida, is that how I say your name? How's it going? $70 for 15 hours per game. I know it's not worth it. It's not like I'm not asking for 100 hours neither. I'm just looking for a game where I get lost. I don't know where to go. I've got to figure shit out for myself, and it will take me, you know, like 40 to 50 hours to roll in credits. You know, I'm not looking for like a huge, like, you know, Witcher 3 or Skyrim levels of fucking amount of time to complete. But for 70 fucking quid, I'm asking for something more than 10 to 15 hours. Spider-Man 3 on Skull Island. Fuck, you really love that game.
Something very fascinating in this. They kind of bring together everything we've seen in this universe and also really just turn up the pressure to it.
Jeez, look at Peter's neck. Man looks like he's been fucking deadlifting using his neck. Shit, man. Peter looks fucking jacked. Oh. You get Spider-Man 2 on PC right now? No. I'm not too arsed neither. It might look better if we could get it on PC right now. How's it going anyway? But these character models don't look good, but Peter looks jacked. To be fair, that neck is fuck. Looks like the fucking lead singer from Cannibal Corpse.
As you go through the main story of Spider-Man 2, you face off against a bunch of different villains, both old and new, But the primary antagonists, the major big bads that are actually trying to ruin our day, are of course the people we saw in the trailers.
It got released the same day as Super Mario Wonder. I wonder what the sales figures compared to the two are. I bet Mario Wonder outsold this tenfold. But I should watch the combat dialogue. It's hard to listen. Oh, I bet it's cringe. I bet it's super cringe. Always has been AAA games that win Game of the Year. Do you know what? I wish they would get out of that. Like, that's the... I don't know what to call it. It's like a stigma. I wish they would get out of it. I wish they would really, like... You know, like, choose some indie games sometimes. Like, there's so many games that's come out this year. It's got to be, like, a hard job for them to narrow it down. But it would be nice just to get, like, this... a surprise game that came out of nowhere. You know, like Hi-Fi Rush. I know Hi-Fi Rush wouldn't win Game of the Year. I wouldn't say it's Game of the Year material, but I still say it's a good game. But something like that to win instead of one of these AAA games, just to knock these fuckers down a peg. Just to say, like, right, you don't have to spend millions of dollars to make these games. You just have to make a good fucking game. Yeah, like I was saying, Hi-Fi Rush is now a better game than Spider-Man. Probably is. Hi-Fi Rush didn't take long to complete, but it was what, 20 something pounds to buy, and it was on Game Pass, and it was like 10 hours of fun. Yeah. Sandman was in the trailer. So yeah, I've seen Sandman at the start of the game, I think. Next game better have some red Goblin as the final boss. Isn't it Green Goblin? Got 200 hours into Starfield already. Holy shit. That's a lot of time. Fucking hell, this. Do you know what? I might stream Skull Island for you. If I can get it fucking dirt cheap, I'll stream Skull Island just for you. Not a bad game, just 1 out of 3 really enjoyable. But Elden Ring won last year. I know. Elden Ring. If there's a game I'd like to like erase from my memory and play again, Elden Ring. Elden Ring was a game I did not stop playing. I didn't even take a break, didn't play anything else. Just played Elden Ring constantly for a month. Until I got the platinum. And I did 3 full playthroughs as well. I didn't like save it at a certain point. I did 3 full playthroughs of it. Journalists don't like indies. They barely acknowledge ones. I know, which is fucking sad, really. It really is sad. Because there's some, like, one thing I'll give Game Ranks, even though they can be cringe, they do acknowledge small games. And I wish they were... They're not massive journalists. But for someone like Game Ranks, I think they should be journalists, but they have a bit of a bias towards PlayStation as well. 200 hours, Starfield. You've got 200 hours. Oh no, it was you that said it anyway. Mario Wonder, the Game of the Year. I want it to win. I want it to beat, like, Spider-Man. But I really want Starfield to win. Even though I know it doesn't have a chance in hell. But I want Starfield to win just to make so many people fucking angry. I'm in it for the salt. Halo Combat Evolved. I still haven't played that. I've got the MCC yet, and I want to finish the MCC actually. It's funny how bad it is. Please stream it. If I can get it cheap, I will. I'm not paying full price for that fucking bullshit. Journalist pretends like indies. Possibly. Spider-Man logo helps a lot. Hell yeah. A lot of people like Spider-Man. I noticed that. When the nominations announced, I don't know. Mario RPG remake. It's a remake, so I don't think it'll be considered the Game of the Year. Everyone are saying Starfield should even be nominated. No, I reckon it deserves a nomination. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get one, though. Oh, that'd be fucking weird.
Craven the Hunter and Venom. the most dangerous of dangerous foes. Now, why are they here? Let's talk about Craven the Hunter specifically. So, Craven is a very, very, very messed up individual whose goal it is to try and find and kill the most dangerous creatures or people on the planet. He wants to find a worthy foe, which has brought him to the streets of New York. Because, let's face it, New York seems to be a magnet for weirdos. There's all sorts of...
Well, if you live in New York, according to the Dreamcast guy, you're a weirdo. So I know only play Venom for about 20 minutes. Ah, that's fucking shit. It'll be on like mega sale in another month, Des. Probably will then. Jesus, Sony bias. Yeah, they do. They do. It's like when in 2020 when fucking Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year. And that should have gone to Doom Eternal. That should have 100% gone to Doom Eternal. But no, it went to a fucking ridiculous story game.
People with magical abilities and people that can turn into gigantic sand monsters and stuff like that. So this has managed to catch his attention, and while he's here, you know for a fact that he has to hunt down the Spider-Man. So his army of baddies are actually incredibly tough. I will say that one of the things that surprised me the most about this game is that I died a lot in the first...
Oh, that's the fucking easiest game's going. I fucking die a lot in this game. Like, I remember in the first one there were some challenging like fights, but nothing where I died a lot. I might have died once, and then fucking hell, there's nothing challenging about him. His fight is so powerful. Powerful on performance mode, drops to 1080, not 1080p, not 1080. Also drops to 900p. Fuck. Oh, that's playing with my with power. Fucking hell. It's already 20% off on Steam. I know it is because they can't sell it otherwise. Ultimate Spider-Man had 50-50 split between I think Spidey and Venom. Oh, on PS2. No way. Cool. The thing is, the Venom character model on this looks really cool. Man died to fall damage. Oh, that is cool. Actually, you can actually die to fall damage on this one. I think that's a good fucking gameplay feature. It looks quite funny. You can swing straight into buildings and fucking smash Spider-Man to bits. Griffin showed that even on each enemy was taking 4 to 7 hits each, and you get 3 to 4 shots. 3 to 4 shot. Really? Oh, interesting.
There's 2 games. I mean, I mess up occasionally. You know, you're going against a boss and it has some quick time event and you get crushed into delicious spider toothpaste. But for the most part, those games were incredibly easy. Now, there is a cost. And most of that comes down to some of the major gadget and gameplay mechanic changes. So let's talk about the combat. Because you fight a lot in this game. Like, even more than the predecessors, you do a lot of battling. So these people are here to murder. They're not here to make friends. They're not here.
Alright, he's boring. I know I'm gonna have to wrap it up in a bit.
There is a couple Mary Jane missions in this. Now, thankfully, she actually has a taser this time around. But I would have liked...
Nobody wanted the Mary Jane missions to come back. What's his final thoughts?
Actually animated Peter Parker with the black suit separately than the fights where he...
But his neck is smaller here.
Doesn't...
Oh. His neck's smaller in the suit. He looks more buff without it. He got annoyed with it because the dialogue was really cringe. Yeah. Mary Jane missions, fucking hell. I don't know why they want to pop them fucking bullshit. Those bullshit slow missions. Like, in Resident Evil 4 Remake, I was playing that recently, they had the Ashley part. It didn't go on for long, but at least it was like heart pounding. Like, you really had to be quick. Have I seen the GTA 6 tweet from Rockstar? No. Mind you, my interest in GTA's gone downhill after what they did with GTA 5 Online. Fuck that. Woman empowerment. Fucking hell, yeah.
Doesn't have it. When you fight people and you have the suit, it's nice that we're seeing advanced adult after college Peter Parker, a very advanced Spider-Man, and then also that cool, interesting rawness when he was first figuring out his web swingers and stuff like that. I love the duel to upgrade your passive skill.
Come on.
And it seems like it might be from a future Spider-Man. Go find those. There is so much in this. And that's not even talking about the 18 different million tiny side mini games, from going on carnival rides to actually building spider tech.
Why would you want to watch a fucking carnival ride? That just looks boring. Mary Jane missions just make it longer. Yeah, it's true. Same as bullshit like this. It's like, I don't like padding in games neither. There's sometimes, you know, when it forces you to watch a cutscene, it pisses me off. All cutscenes should be skippable. Every single one of them.
And rescuing firefighters trapped in buildings. This is such a big version of New York. The map is twice as large. There's twice as many heroes. There's twice as many villains. This is truly Spider-Man 2. I love it. I mean, seriously, the only critique I could possibly give is that I do wish we got more Venom. I don't think...
I bet you wanted that. I bet you got that 19 inches of Venom. You have multiple what? Defend missions. Oh, fucking what? Web of Shadows and also Spider-Man. I don't think you have the origin story. Woo! I'll play the entire game of Sherry Birkin. Who the fuck's that?
I think I can say more than that, but let's just say Venom is in the game. Venom is great. His lines are fantastic. He looks fantastic. He's very cool. I just wish we had a bit more of him. But that's all I'm going to say. Okay, now we have to do the hard part. We've heard a lot of good and a teensy tiny bits of bad.
Predictions. I'm going to say he says 9, 9.5 or 10. It's be very, very high.
Let's go over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5
give it a 10.
A 10 out of 10.
He's even got this little masterpiece symbol that glows here. What the fuck? That is so gay. Oh my god. I actually thought he was going to give it a 10. I was fucking... Yeah, I was quite right in my head there. What the fuck is this? Oh. That's the music changing. Passive skills are what you need in the main story. Games. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions did a multiverse story where you play as 4 different versions of Spidey. That'd be really cool. Oh no, that is a thing. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Oh, that's cool. Also found out you could replay missions on YouTube Plus. Oh, what the fuck?
Thank you so much for watching, gamers. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Oh, what are you giving you a dislike?
Do me the biggest favor of all, and keep dreaming.
I cringe. Oh. I think... I don't know if I can yeet you guys over to Gaz here, but that's who everyone's going to be watching once I piss off, because I'm going to be watching him as well. Let's see if Gaz has opened his thing up. Add a redirect. Go here. No, he hasn't. Add a redirect. I'd redirect you to Sendo Q. I'll Sendo Q if you're still in the chat. Don't bother streaming, because everybody, including me, is going to be fucking watching Game On Daily with Frick. Fuck. That's why I'm ending now, boys. I can't redirect to him anyway. Anyway, guys, hopefully we come back next week. There'll be some more salt. Hopefully I'll get a chance to make a fucking video this week, because YouTube is going to kick my ass on the analytics. Or I should just bin it off and stream more often. No, I like making videos. I like editing. Let's see what more salt we can find this week. And we've got fucking thingy to look forward to. The game of the year to look forward to soon. And I could be started talking about it like in the next few weeks. So that's going to provide some salt. See what gets nominated and what doesn't. It's going to be a lot of fun, boys. Right. I will leave you to it. And I might join you guys in the chat on Game on Daily's channel. I'll see you there. Peace.